Candace Owens may take a photograph with Kamala Harris at the airport. She may even smile with her on a few occasions at few occasional events. However, when it comes to political matters, political affairs, Candace Owens is definitely not smiling with the soon-to-be president, Kamala Harris. And I say yes, soon-to-be president, because it has been predicted that she is going to be the new president of the United States. And it wasn't predicted today or yesterday. It was predicted months ago. In some cases, over a year ago. And I've seen those predictions, right? So that's why I'm saying that. No, let's get to the essence of this video because, honey, when I tell you that Candace Owens is calling out Kamala Harris, saying that she doesn't deserve to be in the position that she is because she slept her way into politics and she is not deserving. And again, we know that it is because President Joe Biden has dropped out of the political campaign and he has named Kamala Harris to be the official runner in his place. He said that he's going to complete his term and then after that, as I've said, Kamala is going to win. No, let's take a look at Candace Owens saying that Kamala is not deserving because she slept her way up. And then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
Because I'm starting to see articles creep out and they seem like attacks on Kamala. Again, if we can go into our time machine and go back to 2020, well, every time that someone tried to interject the truth about Kamala, which is that she slept her way to the top, it's a fact. She was with some 6-year-old man, got her start in the political career, and they would go, oh my gosh, how dare you say this? That's so sexist. Well, then suddenly on July 6th, the Daily Mail actually published a headline about the fact that Kamala Harris was, thoughting through life. And they basically said she got her political start, her political upstart because she was dating this guy, Willie, can't think of his last name right now. And he was married and he was in his 60s and Kamala Harris was just a spring chicken. And that is how she entered the political scene. So she was not somebody who was a part of their ecosystem, but they tapped her in 2020 because they were like, oh, like the thing that we always say is that look at the Republican Party, it's so white and there's no diversity. And how are we going to be able to say that if we're running Joe Biden, who has been extraordinarily wealthy his entire life and whose son is becoming extraordinarily wealthy while smoking crack simply because he's doing dirty deals in Ukraine? So what are we going to do? We're going to hire Kamala Harris. We're going to select Kamala Harris to be the vice president. And he's the only person I can think of. And then we can sell. I know that when she was sworn into Congress, she was talking about how she's an Indian, but we'll just sell the people, like, forget the Indian side. Like, now she's back to black. And the streets are talking, ha, 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 ha. And that's what they did. So that is the only reason that Kamala Harris, they literally did not have another person that they felt could be the vice president and allow them to use the isms. You don't like her, you're a sexist.
So guys, that was on Candace Owens' channel. Now, following that clip went viral and social media, they did not hold back on their opinion because we know that everyone is now protective of Kamala Harris and such. Many people were saying Candace Owens is crazy. She's mentally ill. And we know Candace Owens is not mentally ill. We know that Candace Owens is, old gospel. She's like old time religion. If she sees something, she's going to say it and she doesn't need any backative to speak her mind, right? But then social media is going to have their opinion. And I don't think she cares about anyone's opinion. She's just delivering as she sees fit. No, that was not the only comment. Some people were saying that she slept her way up to the top equally. Some people were saying Candace Owens is just dusty, meaning that she's broke. As such, she's just talking about Kamala for money. But she is a political analyst, right? And as such, she's going to dive into the political affairs, even though she's saying that she want to remain in the social affairs because she believes that she can influence people that way. But I believe that with Candace Owens, people are going to have mixed feelings about her because of... So guys, as I was saying, I've seen where she basically, answered Don Lemon unapologetically when he asked her about, if he believes that him being married to a man is a sin. She was just yes and unapologetic about it. And social media, they were 10 toes down behind her when that clip went viral. So as I've said, people will always have mixed feelings to Candace Owens, and I think that is a good thing. It's a good thing when people don't always like you, because if people are going to always like you and love you, it gives a sense that they're hypocritical towards you. If you're not ruffling feathers, I mean, what else are you doing? At times we're going to step on toes, we're going to ruffle a little feather, but at the end of the day, I believe that with Candace Owens and the public, it is all love. People are going to appreciate her for her honesty, and sometimes what we see is people calling her out, saying that she's wrong, she's crazy, but then those people come back to apologize because at the end of the day, it proves where she was right. No, make no mistakes. I'm not saying that, people are going to come back to realize what she said about Kamala Harris is correct. I'm just saying that's something I've seen where people said that she was wrong and then they come back and say she was right. But I'm not saying it's going to happen in this case. Don't get it twisted. So, that's all I have to say about that. But guys, I want to hear your input because honestly, I believe that Candace Owens was a bit harsh. She was brutal in that sense. So I want to hear from you. Do you think the same or do you agree with Candace Owens? While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share if you care. See you guys later. Bye guys.